Testing.
Yep.
That sounds better.
I can hear.
Yep.
You're going to have that hum, which will get it out.
Why do we have that thing?
It's
annoying.
the same mic from last time. It's the same spot in here.
It's annoying. Is it the top right one? Try the top right one. Turn it down.
Try again.
Testing. That sounds different now.
It's just a... I either get the static or I get this buzz. You got to pick one.
Buzz or static.
I'd rather be buzzed.
Me too. Rick, hopefully that's fixed. Everything was recording there,
Rick's
too.
going to use that.
Welcome to the Slightly Serious Sign Podcast, brought to you by Wensco Sign Supply, the #1 podcast in the sign and graphics industry for news, events, new products, and customer success stories. If you want to know what's going on or you want to grow your sign shop, you're in the right place. Here is one, some, or all of your hosts, Mike, Tyler, and Domingo. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Slightly Serious Sign Podcast. As you can see, once again, we're still not in the studio. By the time this comes out, I think it's going to have been 3 months of us outside of the studio. So for you guys, that's a long time. For us, it's only been since ISA. So it's only been a few weeks. But we're here at Avery Dennison. They were lucky enough to bring us in, do a tour, all of that good stuff. So we'll do the tour after this. So unfortunately, I don't have anything to add about it. The tour was awesome. I'll have done it retroactively at this point. It was really good. What'd you think? Was it good?
That tour was great. It was a great facility.
Really yeah.
People are super nice.
Yeah. All the people we've seen so far.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, they're nice enough to have us here. So thank you guys. Appreciate you guys having us. Mike's been on before, so we'll have him introduce himself second here. But Bethany, if you want to go ahead and introduce who you are, how long you've been in the industry, what your role is, all that good stuff.
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Bethany Nock. I'm the general manager for graphics here at Avery Dennison. I've been in the industry about 4 years now. So I actually started my career in consumer products and then medical device and came over to Avery Dennison, like I said, a little over 4 years ago. I started out on the label side and then came over to graphics. So excited to be on the podcast with you guys.
Yeah. Thanks for coming. Mike, you want to...
Wait. Family? You're supposed to talk about your family too?
Married, 2 kids, a 13-year-old son and an 8-year-old daughter.
Just getting rough then. It's just getting rough.
I'm starting to get a lot of talk back happening.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah. It's getting a little dicey.
My kids barely made it through that time.
I can see the struggle.
Yeah, there's one that's off camera that's barely made it.
We had a replacement for Rick for this podcast. So Tristan is here, who you've seen on the podcast. He's the one that is supposed to tell me if anything turns off. So if this comes out really bad, it was Tristan's fault. It wasn't mine. So that's all I have to say about it. But
I like that we recorded that.
Mike, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yep. Mike Brown. I've been on before. I am the Midwest Regional Manager for graphics. I've been in the industry for 27 years, 27 and a half, just for you, Mike. 27 and a half years, and I'm still loving it. Loving it.
Did we talk about before where he came from? Did we bring this up?
Yeah, I think we talked about that he's
I think you guys
Fowlers.
Came from a different company?
Yeah.
Fellers.
You guys razzed me like crazy
Okay,
the
good.
first time.
I just wanted to make sure that we brought it up. That was all. So where are you from? Family? All that kind of stuff?
I'm from outside of Detroit. I'm married, 3 kids, 1 grandchild, and that's the best. Get to bring her over, play with her, send her back home. So it's just awesome.
Perfect.
Yeah, after grandchildren, you don't even need your actual children anymore.
Yeah.
There's no point in having them.
No need.
None.
I knew he was going to say something.
I mean, you do need them because you need to send them back home to
There
them.
you go.
But that's it. Like, they don't need to stop by anymore.
No.
Just drop the kids off at the porch and go back home.
All right. Well, with that being said, so you guys were on here before. We've talked about a lot of stuff that you guys have to offer as well. What's kind of new since we last talked? That's more of a question for Mike because he was on last time. But anything new, exciting? What haven't we talked about before that we can kind of talk about today?
We've got tons of new stuff at Avery Dennison. The one that I would say most excited about is our Prisma Pro. And you will see this online. As a matter of fact, when this episode comes out, you'll see ads running on Instagram, Facebook, and Prisma Pro is our dry apply color PPF. And I am just ready for this stuff to take off. And I'm I'm expecting you guys to just go like gangbusters like you normally do when you sell our products. That's one. The other one is a cast product, our 1903, which the difference between 1903 and 1105, which is our standard, which is our all-around wrap film, the 1903 does not have long-term removable adhesive, but it is still a cast product. It is still 7 to 10 years. It's an all-around great product, but if you're going to have to remove it, if they're going to bring it back to you, I would still stick to 1105, which is the standard. It is the, I say the do-all product. So if you're wrapping box trucks, race cars, vehicles, any type of sedans, 1105.
So we'll start with 1903, as I think it, for our customers, right? We sell a lot of 1105 as we have for a long time. So a lot of people will be familiar with that product. Where do you think it fits in the spectrum from 1105 to 2903, I would guess would be the next one down?
Actually, it'd be 2105.
Okay.
Which is our high performance calendar. So the 1903 is for box trucks, food trucks. It does handle rivets well. The one thing is it's about 20% less in cost than the 1105. So if this is a product that you're going to put on a truck and they're going to drive it till the wheels fall off, 1903 all day. It installs like 1105, same, a little bit less slidability than the 1105, but it's a super easy install. So this product sits between 1105 and 2105.
Okay. And do you think that's the primary market for it, is people that are looking for like a 7+ year film, but don't plan on taking it off? I mean, we talk about it all the time with our vans, right?
It's simple, right? You're going to put it on. You hope they don't come back. You have to take it off, send it to somebody else.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But I mean, you talk about this. I mean, even with our fleet, right? The graphics we're putting on there, like, aren't, the only time they're coming off is when the van goes to auction. Like, that's basically when we pull the graphics off.
That's really what you're looking for, is someone just like us, where we're going to put them on. We're never going to take them off until the end, and we don't care how they come off because the van's going to auction.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of fleets that way, where they put them on once and that's it.
That's what it's for. It's not to take the place of 1105, but it's so you have an option in between 1105, 2105.
And it's been out for a little bit here now. So what have you guys heard from how it installs, all that kind of stuff, from people that are familiar with 1105 or 2105?
Yeah, it's been out for about a month now, maybe a little more than a month, but people are loving it. They love to have that option where you can go super high end, or you can go just a step below. And they like the price point. They like the fact that we have now options where it was 1105 exclusively, and that was it. Well, now we have something to compete against some of the white boxes out there, some of the lower end cast products, and this is a great product. Installs super easy. The only thing, and I stress this every time I talk about it, you will have a more difficult time removing it. So I don't want people to say, "Hey, we put this on and it won't come off." I told you that already. Yeah. It's not going to come off super easy. So you have to use chemicals and heat, and almost like a reflective product. So,
okay.
I think you hit it on the head. It plays in that intermediate space, where we have the best with 1105, and then you kind of drop, and we didn't have that middle ground. So this fits a void for us that we didn't have before.
It's been in the last 12 months, that's been the products we've seen the most just across the industry, is that what either we would call it like a low end cast or a hybrid cast calendared product, is where most of the products are coming in now. And we've talked about it for a while on this, about how a lot of the stuff that we're using cast for, we actually probably didn't need cast for. And so when you're coming in and people are asking, "Hey, can we get a lower cost on this?" You're saying, "Well, hold on, let's make sure you're using the right product." And I think that's where 1903 is going to fit in for a lot of these people, for sure.
You hit the nail right on the head. That's exactly what it's for and how it's positioned. So, yeah.
Is there anything else you guys see it being used for, even on like the signage side, or is your goal primarily fleet with that?
Well, I'm seeing, and it's only been a month, a little bit more than a month, but I'm seeing people use this for outdoor permanent signage on PVC boards, on Alumilite. They're using it for just about everything, anything that they would want it to last forever and not want to take off. That's what I'm seeing people use that for.
I think knowing the price point and the difference between let's call it like a high performance calendared product and where this is at, if you need a longer term solution outside, I mean, it's going to install naturally easier than a calendared product was because it's cast. And the price point is low enough that if you looked at it per square foot, you know, if you're doing 2x3s or you're doing 4x8 signs, I think for a lot of people, it makes sense just to be like, okay, well, this is whatever, 20, 30% more than the product we were using before, but also I don't ever have to worry about it being outside. So that's kind of where I was curious if you guys are seeing that from customers.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing with this product. You can put it on, apply it, and go to bed and sleep at night knowing that you're not going to come back to work in the morning with a bunch of calls and emails saying, hey, this failed, that failed. No, this is a true cast product. So it's going to hold up like a true cast product.
The other benefit, you said you're going after a lot of white box stuff that's out there.
Yeah.
And from what we've seen in white box is sometimes you'll get a batch and be like, yeah, this worked great. It did exactly what I needed it to do. And then two things will happen. Either one, the next batch you get will not be the same as the first batch, or two, the one that installed perfectly fine is back in your shop like 4 months later and be like, I don't know what happened. It's just fallen off the car.
Yeah.
So the benefit with this is I think it's priced close to those from what we've seen. And you get the dependability of a product that, I mean, if we went back and looked at how many warranty claims we've had to submit, right, the list is very short over the long time that we've been selling it. And that's the benefit of getting a lower end cast product, but also has the warranty from Avery.
Absolutely. So you have access to us if there is an issue or if there's something that you have a question about. You can contact one of our technical people, one of our sales reps. We're here. We don't hide our numbers, emails. Everything is out there for the public. So please take advantage. Call us, email us, text us, smoke signals, whatever it takes. Get in touch with us. And we want to stand behind our product so that you can be at ease when you use it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Are you guys still recommending this for full wraps? And I asked this from the perspective of a lot of the lower end cast products have the same warranty or the same, let me call it warning labels on them that hybrid calendar does, where it's like, oh, we recommend this for simple curves and flat panel work is usually what they'll say, which usually is like, hey, don't really flex it too far if you can avoid it. Is that the same? Is it different? How does that compare?
This is a true cast product. So as long as you're not going to have to remove it, because removing this on a sedan or a Sprinter van is going to be a bear. So, and I keep hitting that point. As long as you're not going to have to remove it, you're going to drive it till the wheels fall off, you're good to go.
Is it the other space that a lot of those play into is for bus graphics? And typically when they're doing that, I'm saying they're just putting the next graphic directly over the previous one, right? They're not even peeling it off. Would this be work in that space?
No, not really. We have a changeable product for that, the 2621, which is bus art, our bus graphics. So something that you can stack 4 layers of, and then when the time comes to remove it, pull everything off and start all over again. I would not recommend using this product for a bus.
Okay, makes sense. And then the other question I have, because I made the slip up earlier, is saying, yeah, this would be the product between 1105 and 2903, and I say that from the perspective of the last 3 numbers on that one are the same. How exactly does that fit into this equation here?
The first number designates whether it's cast or calendar. Anything in the 1000 series, whether it's a laminate or a vinyl, is cast. Anything in the 2000 series or 3000 series is calendared. So that's the easy way where you can kind of see our nomenclature and figure out, hey, is this a cast product or is it a calendar product? And we kind of make that easy to see. You match up your laminates with your vinyl. You can always use a cast laminate with a calendared vinyl, but you cannot use a calendared lamb with a cast vinyl because the calendared lamb is going to shrink and pull the vinyl off.
So besides 1903 and 2903, so what's the 903 compared to 2903, I guess is my question.
Well, now the 903, last two. Well, the 903 is a gloss finish.
Okay.
2903 gloss finish, 1903 gloss finish. Most people do pair that with a laminate to give it extra stability and also UV protection. So it's rare when you'll see a vinyl on without a lamb, but it does happen.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious how well it relates with them looking and feeling very similar. So I was like, I don't know if it's the same adhesive from the other one or how that works, but just curious. So
yeah, the adhesive is a little bit different because it does have the LTR in the 1105, still a odd number, 1105, but it does have the LTR long-term removable adhesive, where the 1903 does not have the long-term removable adhesive.
Okay, good to know. So I think did you have anything else for 1903 specifically? No?
Nope.
So, I mean,
I'm still at the same point. Like, okay, just if you're going to do anything remotely close, just buy the 1105. Quit being cheap. Like, I mean, seriously, like, why are people so cheap? Like, I think of it like when you walk down the cereal aisle, if you can afford the box, you buy it in the box. If you're actually poor, then you have to buy it in the bag. But anybody that can afford the box, that buys the bag, okay, then you can buy 1903. But if you buy the box, you have to buy 1105.
So I think
quit being cheap.
We'll call you next time when we're looking for our messaging.
Yeah,
and
let me
positioning.
know. I'll walk right down the aisle, do the video
have all
for
the
you.
list of things you can't say. You just ask him whatever he repeats back to you. Those are all the things you're not allowed to write anymore. No. So I think what I was going to say that's along those lines. I mean, we've obviously been selling 1105 for a long time, and the amount of warranties that we have on it is close to none, right? In terms of how many issues have actually come down to manufacturer, how many warranties customers submit and how many actually are approved, right, are very different numbers. But a lot of times when it comes down to it, there's not a lot of times we've had 1105 where it's like, oh, this is an issue by any means. So a product that is more affordable and from the same manufacturer, I think it should be a home run, honestly, in that price point. So I'm excited.
It is. And the funny thing about that is when you guys take the plant tour after this, you will see why there are so few warranty claims. There are sets of human eyes, computer eyes. We really want to make sure we put a quality product out there on the market. So we really take time to make sure that if you're buying 1103, 2903, 1105, you're getting a quality product.
So the other thing you mentioned was Prisma Pro. So how exactly does this differ from your SW900 that people have known for a while here?
There's only so much I can say about that because the
Mike
product is
don't
not out. But I've tested this product. I've seen some of the VOCs. This is a true color PPF, dry apply. So as far as longevity, durability, this has the self-healing properties of clear PPF. This has the hydrophobic properties of clear PPF in a colored product. So a lot of people are asking, hey, will this take over Supreme Wrap or color change? And I do believe there's a spot for both Supreme Wrap or color change and Prisma Pro dry apply color PPF. Because the dry apply color PPF is a 7 to 10 year durability, where your color change is more of a short term. So if someone wants to change the color of their vehicle for 2 or 3 years, you'll probably still want to use a color change and come back in 3 years, pull that off, put a new color on, and roll. This dry apply color PPF is made for the long haul.
Yeah, we have a guy who's sitting in this room with us, not on screen, that left it on his hood for 8 years. I can tell you, not recommended for that long on the hood. Don't recommend it. Didn't come off real looking good either. So
I got to ask you, what color?
Black. Matte black.
Yeah.
Matte black on a hood, 8 years. It did come off, though, eventually. So now that same hood has carbon fiber on it, so you can't see what was left behind. So it looks really good now. But
there's always a fix.
Yeah,
there's always a fix.
Yeah, if it's a white hood before you put it on and you left it on there for 8 years, it gets a little yellow after that time. If you just put carbon fiber over, nobody knows it.
But even after you peeled it off, that hood still looked way better than the inside of the car.
Cleaner? It was still
way cleaner than the inside of the car.
Yeah, it looks good now though. So no, I
one receipt from McDonald's was like 4 years old.
It was still in there.
4 years.
Yeah,
4-year-old receipt. So the bag was still there with some fries still in it.
Oh, that's so gross.
It was disgusting.
I can picture the smell is coming through already.
Oh, yeah.
You could smell it from 4.5 hours away where we left it. Yeah. No, I think it's a good addition because I think more people are going to this, using it for, I mean, even like you talk about the car we drove here, right? These cars are coming off the lot now with vinyl on them already, which the plan for them is not to come off, right? And so I think this fits a void where before you really did, especially if you're doing hoods and roofs, which is obviously super common in this space. And those really were like 2 to 3 years, depending on where you were, for if you want it to come off clean and put another one on there. This fills a spot where before I think there wasn't really a great option for it. Most people were doing like a color change, putting clear PPF over the top, and you're playing this game of like, well, is it going to hold? Or like, we think so, but we haven't. How long has it been out to know? So I think it's a good addition. Where do you guys think, like, do you have a guess on how many people are going to go in like the color change PPF or the colored PPF route versus Supreme Wrap?
Well, me personally, I've been out there talking to people, and people who are already doing PPF are super interested in doing or putting their hands on this dry apply PPF, especially if they've come from the wrap industry or a wrap background where they're wrapping vehicles. This is just like the next level of evolution. Dry apply vinyl, dry apply PPF. You don't have to change the way you apply. You don't have to change the way you think about using water. This, you're not supposed to use water, so it's almost like a little more aggressive vinyl that you're wrapping. So it's a easy commit for them to do this.
Yep. Special thanks this month to SIL, GFP, and General Formulations. You can check out their products at wensco.com. Yeah, we've you guys gave us a roll to try, and it goes on. If you didn't tell me, besides the fact that it has the cap sheet on it, I think besides that factor alone, if you hadn't told me, if you'd just been like, hey, here's a new Supreme Wrap color, I might have been like, this one's installing a little differently.
Right. Yep.
But besides that, I would have been like, for the most part, it goes on the same. Heat's pretty much the same. Stretch
Absolutely.
might be slightly less, maybe, from when we tried it. But other than that, I was like, yeah, it goes down. Squeegee's pretty easy. Aerograss is good. Stretches pretty well. So from our perspective of having at least seen it, it seems like it should be a pretty easy transition for people that have historically done color change vinyl.
Absolutely. And the stretch is a little bit less, but it takes heavier heat. Yeah. So you can get a better stretch without distorting the color or the film itself. So it's going to be an easy transition from someone who's already used to wrapping vehicles.
It has a cap sheet, though?
It does have a cap sheet.
Cap sheet stretches or doesn't stretch?
Take the cap sheet off before.
I think you hit on something, though, in terms of if you've wrapped before, it's relatively easy. So I know for our regular Supreme Wrap, it's kind of known as a beginner-friendly, easy to use. This is sort of the next level of that. So it's probably not as easy if you've never wrapped before. This is probably the next level. But if you've done the 101, it's a pretty good transition.
Yeah. I think if you've taken your guys' class, for sure, either one of them, actually, if you've taken if you've taken the digital print one, I think you could take the digital print class, take what you learned and use it to apply the color PPF and be probably fine. I mean, it's definitely not going to be like immediately, oh yeah, this goes down exactly like the previous one did. Yep. But if you tried the first panel, and it's also forgiving like your other materials are. So if you did mess it up, a little heat will probably save you. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be a big jump to go from SW900 to the colored PPF. Where do you see?
Well, before you go to that, I want to your point, we are going to have training classes for dry apply PPF once it is released. So if you are interested in taking training classes for the dry apply color PPF, the wet apply PPF, color change, commercial, flat glass install, we're doing it all. We have classes on all of these techniques. So go to our website, click on learnings. You'll see a schedule of all of the classes that you can take. Choose one, pick it, click it, come on and see us.
Yeah. No, I think that is a great transition as well. But the other thing I see in this space is a lot of vinyl PPF, colored PPF, or alleged colored PPF, let me say, coming in from overseas with just another name on it every week, right? And you're just like, someone will be like, hey, have you guys tried some company I've never heard of before? And be like, I don't know, it's probably just another import one. What am I supposed to know? Where do you guys see that as a potential problem for the product, or do you see this as more of an opportunity for Avery?
To me, it's a bit of an opportunity, right? Because it's creating education in the space and people trying it. The risk is when it leaves a bad flavor or bad taste in somebody's mouth afterwards, because they're historically, from what we've heard, is not always a great experience, which you're alluding to. People want to try it, and then when they do, sometimes it backfires. And so I think that's where the Avery Dennison brand will come into play. What Mike's talking about is, I think it's something you'll be more comfortable with and trusting, Absolutely. Especially for the long haul. So I think it helps to have them, create more space and more trial, but ultimately, from what we've heard, some have not been as successful as others.
And we stand behind the product.
We'll always say, be very leery. What is the brand name? Okay, you're getting colored PPF. What is the brand name? Does it have a brand name? Yeah, it's called a word you can't say. It starts with an X or a J. For the most part, no, don't use it. Like they just want to send a container load of whatever it might be. So ask for a brand name.
Yeah, I mean, we've brought this up a billion times on this podcast at this point, right? If someone's bringing in a product that has a 7-year warranty and you look them up and they've been, posting on Instagram for 3 months, like who's going to be here to honor it at year 1, 2, 3? Honestly, at that point, right? It's not real. The warranty date number they're giving you is fake, right? They can't possibly honor it, and they're hoping they don't ever have to honor it is more than likely what they're trying to do here. And yeah, I agree. We've talked about this before from the digital print side, right? The way that as an industry we can sell more wraps is to have really good wraps out on the road, right? When another business sees one, they'll want to do more. And I think it's the same on any color change or PPF, right? If someone goes to install it the first time and it's horrible or it fails immediately, you have two things. You have Wensco, or you have customers that would like to get their vehicles wrapped that have seen bad ones and are like, oh, I don't want to go through that experience. Then you have installers that have had horrible experiences installing and are like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. I'll stick with what I was doing before. So I think you can get both. And that's my biggest concern is we're going to get a lot of these colored PPF vinyls that are coming in that are just really thick calendared vinyl that's horrible to install. And people are going to be like, oh, I've tried colored PPF before. It's not for me. And you're like, no, it's not the same product as what you guys are used to. So.
And that's the key, as you said, a lot of calendared PPF, which, as you stated before, so-called PPF vinyls. So we have a true TPU, and it's fantastic. And you all will see this soon. Good.
Yeah, for sure. I would say like you just said without saying it, is a lot of these colored PPFs, and I quoted it like 7 times. If you're listening on audio, I've quoted it almost every time I've said it, is because most of the other ones that are out there are not a true PPF film, right? And there's nobody there to test it, to argue with them on it, right? There's no government municipality that's coming in and saying, well, you can't say PPF because this technically isn't PPF. But most of them are not PPF, right? If it's costing you $300 for a 50-yard roll, it's not PPF. I can tell you what goes into it. There's no way it's being made for that much. So it's just something to be aware of on our side. So
don't put something on your $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 car that doesn't have a brand name. I mean, it's that simple, right? I mean, it's really that simple. Don't put something on that's not a proven brand name.
Yeah.
Unless you're, stupid, then go ahead.
Yeah. And some people come in, we've seen this where shops will come in asking for a specific color that they saw online, right? They're like, hey, can you do this super random colors? And the shops are usually on Facebook being like, hey, can anyone get this for me, right? And it'll be like, I'm looking for random brand, random color name. And you're like, I mean, like when you go to like Home Depot, right? And you ask for like a brand they don't have, do they go like, yeah, we'll get it for you? No, they're like, well, I have a close one here. You want to try this one? And I don't understand why more shops aren't doing that, right? Aren't steering them into like, okay, I could try this for you, right? I could try and put a calendared color change film on your car. It's going to take me longer. They'll even charge less for it, which doesn't make sense to me because the labor's got to be twice as what it is to do cast, versus just being like, hey, yeah, we could do that hypothetically, but why don't we look at something else? And I don't see why more shops aren't trying that, but that's just a personal opinion here. So where do you, how soon do you think this will be available? I assume you have a semi-launch date available.
Yeah.
You want to take that, or can
Yeah, go ahead.
We're looking at the middle of June. June 16th.
Which is like when this comes out. So hopefully his date's right.
But I hope your date's right. That's when this is coming out.
I think we're like, it's sometime in the middle of June is when this comes out. So we'll be right there.
Oh,
so
perfect timing. Perfect timing.
So we've seen it. I mean, you guys have showed it at 2-3 shows now, I think.
Yep.
SEMA and ISA.
Okay, so 2. Yep. Yeah, so we saw it originally at SEMA. That's when you guys sent it to us. So we've seen it in between there, and then again just saw it at ISA. And it seems there. I mean, when we saw it at SEMA with you had Justin Pate at the SEMA show, correct?
Yep.
Him showing the installs on the vehicle was there. I was like, I mean, it looks done, and I think we've seen a lot of, this isn't from Avery. Let me put this disclaimer. We've seen a lot of bad launches in the industry where someone's like, hey, here's a new product. And then you're like, oh, great. Send me one. And be like, oh, no, sorry. We're out. And so I think that's probably part of the game you're playing is like, we want to make sure the product is ready is one, but also make sure that they can get it is two. So I'll be excited to see it when it comes out. And
you mean to tell me people launch new products and don't have it?
Yeah, all the time actually. Yeah, it's a sign industry thing. Yeah, if you've been around, yeah, like the last name any manufacturer. Doesn't even have to be vinyl. You can go equipment all the way across the board. They all seem to have the same problem, but
it's really great when they give you leads from a show. Hey, these 47 people want this machine, but it's not available for 6 months. You can tell them.
Yeah, you let them know. So
you guys don't. Yeah, you guys don't typically do that. That's
no. We when we launch something, we want to make sure that we have it
ready to go.
Available.
Yeah, which is how 1903 was too. I mean, like as soon as you had it, we got it in stock because we've historically sold them.
1903 looked like kind of weird times because a couple other manufacturers are out of that competing product.
Yeah,
they seems kind of weird.
I don't know, man.
They took all the materials for it.
I would take credit for that. That's good timing. That's perfect timing.
So is there anything else Avery's working on? Anything else new that we didn't talk about?
Any secrets?
We're always working on stuff. We, as a matter of fact,
any secrets? Anything you can't tell us?
We're going to have 5 new Supreme Wrap colors coming out at the end of May.
Are you getting rid of any 5? Because we're getting too many now.
If there are slow moving products, we are looking at deleting those. It doesn't make sense for you to carry them.
Can I get on that committee?
You want in?
Yeah, I want in on that committee. I'll tell you. You just give me the numbers and I'll
add you to the call.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, you just give them you give our sales list just ranked top to bottom. All right, here's the ones we haven't sold.
Yeah. I mean, we're doing it company wide right now too. The same thing. Like, okay, we keep adding stuff. You have to delete stuff at some point.
Yeah.
Like you can't have too much. You can't keep inventory that way. Inventory sucks when you have too many products.
Yeah.
It is tough. And there's a long tail when you have so many colors.
Speaking of more colors, and we're coming out with 6 more colors right before the SEMA show this year. So
anything cool or no?
11 new colors then?
11 new colors.
What? Anything cool, or are they all kind of like just this new age beige?
Well,
weird
of course,
brown.
everyone wants a beige, and that's
I know it's right now. The colors are so stupid right now. What's wrong with these kids?
That's what they want.
Beige and tan and light. What's that green?
Oh, the Lamborghini
like
green.
Sage green.
They
Yeah.
just did sage.
What?
They just did sage at the SEMA show.
Yes, we did.
See, nobody wants that.
We have to give the people what they want, and then we'll have to give them what they don't know they want yet until they see it.
I see.
So, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if you're seeing, like, just in terms of, like, the cars we've seen coming out in 2026 and what will be coming out in 2027, especially in, like, we'll call it, like, luxury or sports car edition, where we have seen a lot more color this year. How embarrassing. Is this your first podcast?
First one.
We've seen a lot brighter colors, so I won't be surprised if we see a comeback on that one, which is, I mean, I think we've seen too obviously black is still moving really well, obviously across the board on gloss and matte and all of those. But, orange is moving right now too.
I think, and I don't know how your color thing works, but this is my guess. I think Avery, Subaru, and Yeti use the same color person. Because if you watch, they all introduce the same colors at the same. You Yeti and Subaru all introduce the same colors at the same time.
It's just one guy.
Or you guys are just up with the trends. It might be just one person. It's one chick going, hey.
With the color
Well,
wheel?
now that I know you collect Yetis,
Yeah.
I can just reference your
just let
own
me
color
know.
chart.
Yeah. Just let me
Make
know.
sure we're on the right track.
Yeah, look for the new Yeti colors. That's how you'll know.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's if you watch Subaru and what you guys launched, they're very close every year.
I will tell you that if you looked at the Supercar Blondie collection and then you looked at Yeti's spring collection, there's a couple of crossovers in there. Yeah. So they were on the same page there. I agree.
And also going
On
back
trend.
to what you said about our black, most people are used to using our black. Well, we have our Obsidian black, which is a true black, but it's called Obsidian. So some people still don't know that we have a true black and we don't just have a brown black available.
Why didn't we just call it True Black?
Doesn't Obsidian sound better?
No, nobody knows what Obsidian is. Nobody in this room can spell it or knows what it is.
You may have been on our panel.
Ouch.
Nobody can spell it. Anyways.
Sounds like a challenge.
Oh, black.
You're the only.
Oh, but
Yeah. And we talked about this before with the, where you're the only company I know selling against your number one seller, essentially. Is you're like, hey, you guys are buying gloss black. That's great and all, but how about a different one instead?
yeah, you're competing against your number one product.
Well, I'll tell you, I've been in the industry for a while, and that's our number one complaint. I want a true black. I want a black. Brown black is good. I'm using it, but I want a black. And so we've got them both.
Why
Take
not
your
just
pick.
have one? Hey, this is actual black. This other stuff was not. It looks more like just say the competitor's name.
It looks more like theirs.
Looks more like theirs.
I can't speak on that.
See, I need to be on some of these committees. I got to be on some of these committees. When you're naming stuff, I got to be on them.
Just speaking on in terms of True Black and even finishes and all that good stuff. Going back to Prisma Pro, is that finish closer to like a standard cast color change film, or is it closer to the other ones that we're familiar with is like a, why am I blanking on the word, polypropylene,
What's the new?
whatever the new one is.
I don't know what it's called.
The 12-year one.
I know what you're talking about. But our Prisma Pro is almost like a paint. I look at it, and I think it's better than a paint finish. It's super gloss, super hydrophobic, super self-healing. And I'm like, I would rather have this on my vehicle than paint.
And I think that's when we talked earlier about the cars coming off the lot with vinyl on them.
Yep.
What you guys are using for that, I believe, from what we understand, right? We don't know what Subaru's using, right? That's the example we're talking about here. We don't know what they're using, but what we understand is it is a TPU product that they're putting on and planning on it just being on there for forever. So that's what you're getting, right? Is you're getting
Absolutely.
the vinyl, I'll say, because that's what we're familiar with the term, that car manufacturers are now putting on their cars with the hope that it doesn't ever have to come off, because.
And I know you said vinyl, but we're going to say PPF.
Yeah.
Because we want to make sure that we make that distinction between color PPF
Yep.
and vinyl.
Yep. Yeah. So I just say in terms of when someone looks at a hood and they're like, is this painted on or is it? That's usually the question we get.
Right.
Is it painted or is it vinyl? And you'd be like, well, it's
Right.
not painted on here. So, and that's the product that is
Yes.
most commonly being used now, from what we understand, is a TPU product on these. So same material. So when you guys give a warranty of, what'd you say, 7 to 10? Is that what you said on it?
We stand behind our warranty. So, and if someone does have an issue, they can call one of us and say, hey, this isn't laying down quite right. And my first question is, did you take a class to learn how to put this stuff on? So,
YouTube certified.
Yeah. YouTube certified in the heat and mash.
Okay.
No, I see that. I just say that from the perspective of like, you guys are going to put like a 7 to 10 year on this. And what we're saying is, I mean, they've been putting this on cars that have been out there longer than that without, it doesn't shrink. It doesn't move. Like, I don't know what goes into the science of how it's made. What I can tell you is that this particular product, the color PPF stuff we're talking about, is stuff that tends to just last as long as you want it to.
And we're always going to be more conservative. We'd rather undersell and overdeliver than anything else.
I don't think most cars nowadays only last 7-8 years. That's all they want them to last.
That could be true as well.
And I mean, ideally, if you're a car manufacturer, you know how my thinking goes. I want them to last about 4, and they have to get a new one.
Yeah.
But they're not like cars of old, where your family car is going to be 10 years old. It doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
there's
that's fair.
there's not a lot of 2016 cars out there. If you watch the road,
No. Just Tristan's Jeep Compass.
Barely is out there now.
Yeah, it's surviving. It's living. So
Is that the one with McDonald's receipt?
yeah,
Yes.
that's one. It's got a carbon fiber hood now though, so it's real high class now. Yeah, we
He
really
sold
stepped
it.
up.
He sold it.
Yeah. He doesn't own it anymore, but we did put carbon fiber on the hood before. It just moved to another Wensco plate. It still comes to work every day, so I don't know. In 2026, G2G and Wensco will launch 2 new products into the market. The one is the United Stick, which is a high efficiency, affordable, and reliable product for your sign and lighting projects. The second is LumaLink, which has a power pin design that's made to be cut and done anywhere in the field or in your shop. This is for small channel letters or any large projects. Check them out at Wensco.com. This episode is brought to you by Arlon Graphics, trusted for innovative high-performance cast vinyls. Check out their newest product, DPF V9500, a non-PVC polyurethane wall film built to tackle ultra-textured surfaces like a pro. More exciting new products to come soon from Arlon. Check them all out at Wensco.com. Anyways, anything else new that you guys wanted to talk about? Anything we didn't talk about that you wanted to bring up?
Secrets.
Secrets.
Any secrets?
Yeah. Anything you're not supposed to tell us? That's really what we're asking.
What are you not supposed to tell us? Anything that's
Well,
that legal wouldn't want? Anything legal wouldn't want you to say?
Well, now that you asked.
well, I do want people to know that we do have our Supreme Wrap color.
Look at that
decks
deck. Let's cut that in
available.
half.
And
Those aren't cheap
Options,
to make.
man.
no, they're not.
They're not cheap to make.
But people want options, and we give them options. We give them options.
Well, speaking of which, if anyone wants a color deck from 750 or 950, call Wensco.
Yeah.
We have that color deck that looks just like the one he showed you of 750 and 950.
That's free
Colors.
for podcast listeners.
Yep, free for anybody that calls.
We might had
this week.
I accidentally got a couple extra that we didn't intend on having, so we'll send them to you. So 11 new colors before SEMA, and then a color PPF coming out.
Color PPF.
1903.
1903.
Coming. So that's all kind of what's new for you guys.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you guys having us out here to.
I have a question though.
Oh, go ahead.
Whose decision was it to put a pink Jeep on the front? I mean, they ain't even a Jeep.
It's a
G-Wagon.
That's a G-Wagon.
Who
That's
has a
why you
pink
didn't know.
G-Wagon?
I'm sure a couple people.
You know what the
it's a
funny
tax
thing
write-off.
about that? Pink is one of our hottest selling colors.
This is
pink.
This is one of your hottest selling colors?
Tutu
Yeah.
pink is one of our hottest.
What
selling.
area?
Just
I'm looking at raw numbers, so that's one of our hottest selling colors. Tutu pink.
there's a lot of colors in that deck.
Would you rather us put beige on there?
Yeah.
Is that
sad
where you're
beige.
going with that?
Can you
No.
call it sad beige too? Because that would be hilarious. That would be.
What?
I wanted it to be called sad. I
Sad
want them to call the
beige.
color called sad beige. It probably would still sell. It would be funny.
Yeah.
But anyways, I
Beats
think that's
Obsidian
great.
Black.
You see the obsidian? There you go.
Relentless. So the last question I want to say to wrap it up. So we've asked, I think we asked you last time, what do you think sets you apart? But so the question I have for you this time is, if you have a customer, if you're going into a customer today and they're using a competitor product, what would you say to them to try and persuade them to try Avery Dennison and their products? And you guys can both take a turn at that if you want.
Well, if I'm walking into a shop, the first thing I'm asking them is, are you happy with the product that you're getting? And if they say yes, great. What else are you doing? Are you doing PPF? Are you doing flat glass? Are you doing color change? You know, what else can we do? Because the one thing I don't want to do, I don't want to pull a customer and make them an Avery Dennison customer that's going to turn away as soon as they get 2 points off from another product. We'll have them switched over for a couple of months, and then they're flipping right back. We are a solutions type of company. So if you have an issue, you have a problem, we want to solve it. If you're happy doing what you're doing and you don't see an issue with it, I'm going to let you keep going. But I am going to dig and find out, what kind of laminate are you putting on that thing? What else do you need? Because 9 times out of 10, there's something that they are having an issue with that does not come out unless you ask. People are quite really, they're willing to tell you, hey, you know, I'm having a pretty decent time with my outdoor signs, but I'm wrapping a vehicle and it's just a bear. Wait, let's get some of this Supreme wrap in there and see what happens. So I'm a problem solver. So if you have an issue, you have a problem, call me. I'm not trying to take a product or get a customer for the short term. I want the long haul. We're looking to build relationships. We're looking to build strong relationships with our partners, with end users, so that when they come to us and say, hey, Mike, I'm looking for a flat glass. I'm trying to do something with this window here. Hey, go to Wensco. They have what you need. They have our Silver 20. They have Optitune 35, whatever it is that you're looking for. Go there, get it. We'll fix this, and then we'll have a customer that will come back because, hey, the next time they have an issue, they're coming and they ask, hey, you'll be upfront with me. What can I do for this? And that's what we want. We want to build strong, solid relationships.
Anything to add?
I would echo that. I think people love working with Avery because of the people. I think we stand behind what we work on. We talked about that earlier. We invest in innovation and resources, and we stand behind what we do. So I think that comes through with the relationship part that you're talking about and supporting our customers from start to finish.
Yeah, I mean, from our side, we already talked about, right? We never have any issues with the product, like almost ever in the time that I've been here. But I would say I've never given somebody an Avery product, right? If they were having an issue with an existing product, you're like, here, try this one. I've never given it to them and be like, oh, this is way harder than the previous product I was using, right? That just has never happened. And I say that from 1105 to Supreme Wrap. Like if you've tried either of those products, and I'm sure with 1903, it's going to be the same. They are very easy to use. I think you design them with the installer in mind in terms of how easy they are to use and apply and even remove when it comes to 1105 and Supreme Wrap too. So, yeah, no complaints on our end. So if you haven't tried it, I highly recommend trying it. Anything to add over there?
Nope.
Mr. shrunk my chair as far as it will go down. Well, thanks again, guys. Appreciate you guys having us. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. So goodbye.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming in.